Hey everybody, it's Temple Broken Dice bringing a quick little channel update. We're in the painting room, storage room this time. So, first unit I got done this week was this unit of Thorophorii. These are light infantry, can rank up, can be open order, sort of troops, skirmishers if you really needed them to be. They carry spears, javelins, no armor, just the shield. Excuse me. Models of Warlord Games, painted with Vallejo P3, Games Workshop contrast paints, sepia wash, standard stuff. That's my groove when I'm doing my ancients. So yeah, let's take a look at these guys. They're a fun unit, and this is my first unit I've done on my Successor Kingdom's army, so this is the kind of basing I'm going to do. Sometimes I like to do my bases like wherever an army, fought most of its battles. Like if I was doing a Gaelic European army as opposed to something more into the Central Europe, I'd do lots of lush green basing and stuff like this. And since this is more Mediterranean, somewhat Highland stuff, I went with more of a stony and some tufts and some light grass, some larger stones on the base. I don't know if you can see them. Oh, well, that's depressing. Well, let's take those guys off of there. And obviously they're not magnetized on yet. We don't want to have any more breakage than necessary. I got another unit of them done. I'd originally done these guys in like units of 8 with a command stand behind. And then I started thinking, well, that army's going to be awfully large, and I'll need several units. So I decided to go ahead and just break it up and make units of 12 with their commands in them, and then I can use like for Hail Caesar, like a division commander and stuff like that for them. Again, oops, let's go this way. Again, Vallejo P3s. Contrast paints, a little non-oil on this unit, and some sepia wash, because the tunics on these didn't start off white. They were more of a kind of a bone color, almost a little beige like. Yeah, I don't know how historically accurate the color scheme is. Just wanted something to stand out a little bit. Basing, same thing. I will say something about the basing though, because I had originally done these on like 8-man units. The bases I had were basically more sand, and I was looking at it and saying, well, that's not exactly the kind of basing I want to do for this particular army. So what I did was, since let me backtrack a little bit. I use paver sand a lot when I want to do something like desert terrain, desert basing, or like really rocky Mediterranean stuff, beaches and stuff like that. And it's a very, see this here just a little bit. It's very thin. It's very, not thin. What do I want to say? The granules are very small. Okay. One of the great things about it is once you do your glue on there, this stuff will dry rock hard. And so what I did was I took the bases that I'd already done and I re-glued like a light flock and some tufts and some stones on there and give it a much greener look with an undertone of stone. I really liked the way that came out, so I kind of did the same thing with these bases. And I like that. I like the way they come out. And it's very, very tough. I mean, you just don't scrape that stuff off. So my suggestion is, I use this now. I'm going to begin to use this now as my go-to undercoat for basing. You know how like you have like an undercoat for your painting, and then you build up your layers on top of it. Same thing with this basing. I'm going to use this paper sand as a base, and then all my other flocking material will adhere to that. And I think it'll. This has turned out really well, and I think that's going to be my go-to method. I will point out that I know a lot of people don't like the heavy wash and the dirty look. I prefer it. This is the way I paint. This is the way I like my units to look. I like them to look like they've been out doing it. So a lot of the pooling and stuff on there, I leave it on there. And I do it on purpose. Not because I don't understand going back and highlighting. I choose not to. So there's a difference. So some models I do go back and highlight some different areas, especially bigger models. But regular troop types that you're going to see on the table, I want them to look this way. Okay. So that's 2 units of Thoroughforii for my Successor Kingdom's army. Then next up, I got 2 models done for my Song of Ice and Fire. Since there's only 2 of them. These are called Survivalists. They come in a box they're called attachments, and they go in your units, and you know the scenario, makes them better at certain things. I don't know what they are particularly. I don't have the card handy, and of my limited play with the game, I've never used them, but they're cool looking models, and so I thought I'd get them out, give them a good paint. And my standard snow base, again, Vallejo paints, 3-piece paints, contrast paints, and washes. Most of the skin tone is on these were I think they were a dark flesh, medium flesh from Vallejo, and then darkened down with the sepia wash. A lot of browns, a lot of grays, dark grays, light grays. I don't know if you can just, they're painted very similarly, you know, so, but you see one's got a darker gray, and then one's more of a light gray, darker gray, and then with the washes and stuff, they even darken down a little bit more. But I thought these guys would look good in that sort of palette where they're survivalists, they're outdoors type. They're not like a unit of these guys. These guys are those rare individuals. Okay, so we got that. Then, for fun, I worked on a few of these 54 millimeter ITALERRI sculpts. It's funny, I got the exact same sculpts come in 15 millimeter. Some of them, I laugh, but they're that horrible, hard to paint plastic and stuff like that. So if you ever have like little kids and stuff, and you'd want to just play a little game with them real quick, these would be perfect for them. They're cheap. You're not going to lose a lot of sleep over them. So that's kind of why I have these guys, just in case. And I have another one just like that. All of them, all 3 of these models, all look like this in the beginning. So I chopped off the little plumes on this guy. So. But there we go. That was my work this week. Yeah, guys up there. I do like that. That is like a dark flesh color for the shield. I like the way that turned out on the shield. That's what I got done this week. I hope all your projects are going well. Hope everybody staying safe, staying healthy. Didn't get any World War II stuff done this week. I think I'm going to have to. I'm just such a sword and board guy. You know, just ancients, medieval. You know, I'm just kind of drawn to that, and I think that's why I like the Song of Ice and Fire. It has that kind of flavor to it. Other than that, guys, have a great week. Well, it is Friday. Have a great weekend, and hopefully next week, I think I'm gonna really concentrate on doing some World War II. Get some more of my British infantry painted up. I keep talking about my priests and my Brim gun carriers, getting them done, and they're still in the boxes, unassembled. Maybe I'll get started on that, and we'll have a more of a focused look at my World War II stuff, and maybe I'll get some of that painted, ready to go. You guys stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you next time.